What's going on, guys? This is Corey from Dead Sick Airsoft, and today I'm going to show you how to clean out your gas blowback pistol in quite an easy step, so let's get into it.
Citizens of the digital age, welcome.
So I kind of want to do a few more videos just kind of like this. I'm just going to keep the camera at this angle while I'm just talking, just before we bring it down and show you how I'm going to do it. But yeah, I really want to do kind of informational videos of how you clean out your gun, as I'm going to show you. Radio communication, how you should get into airsoft, just small kind of tips I want to give to newer players or people that aren't really informed about gas blowback pistols. So you're going to want to start off with just a few things. You're going to want to start off with your pistol. This is my 1911 TAC by Elite Force. So with the information I'm going to give you guys, you want to clean your pistol every 2 weeks. So this is definitely due to stay today. So along with the gun, you're going to want to pick up a bottle of silicone gun oil. Now, especially gun oil, please do not get any form of silicone oil that you'd use for kind of hardware kind of clean down or anything that's really kind of hard made. You want to get silicone oil because any kind of other silicone oil that's not made for airsoft will just burn through and just carve into any parts that are plastic on your gun. So you put non-airsoft gun silicone oil onto it, it'll just eat straight through the plastic. So if you want to keep your gun working and actually in all in one piece, please do not use normal silicone oil. Please pick up a bottle of silicone oil from an airsoft shop which you know is not going to break your gun. You're also going to need to just get a bit of tissue just to dry down and take off some of the excess silicone oil, and obviously some tools. I just need this little piece just to pop out the slide pin. So just tools just to take your gun apart. So I would not recommend you try silicone oil any other part of your pistol mag except the valve and the back piece. If you try the silicone oil or put any oil onto the spring, it will gunk it up, as you cannot efficiently get tissue inside to take off any excess silicone oil. So you want to just silicone oil the top and the back. So I'm just going to bring the camera down. I'm going to show you exactly where I silicone my pistol. So guys, I know this isn't the best kind of setup for doing a video like this. I just wanted to make it and just make it as easy and as fast as possible to show you. So I just have all my stuff set out. You want to just keep everything in an order that you know where all your pistol parts are and other parts of your gun. So I'm just going to start off with the mag. I normally just start off with just getting a bit of the silicone oil. Shake it up just a bit just to get it moving around and just get the nitrogen in the bottle just really irritated so it comes out quickly. So you want to just get the gas escape point on the top of your pistol and then just give that a little just tip. Don't want to put too much, just give it a nice little just tap just to get everything moving in there. And then just on the back of the port. So you want to just put a bit of the silicone oil on, take a piece of tissue, and then you just want to wipe it down. Just want to just wipe down that just part. And you're going to see there, I don't know if you can see it, there's just a lot of dirt, and you don't actually see this since if your gun is black or has a dark kind of colour, you're not going to notice any of this, but you want to just keep pressing the parts in with the tissue and just keep cleaning it out. So I'll get back to you when I have this completely cleaned out. So guys, if you're finding that you're not getting very great gas efficiency, and when you're shooting the gas is kind of spraying out at the top of the gun, from the back ports or any port where the gas escapes, you're going to want to get some silicone oil and actually clean out the port of where your CO2 or your gas goes into your pistol mag. Now I know with I have a CO2 mag, but if you have a green gas mag, you might want to just take it out and then just have all the parts for it open and then just clean it out. My pistol doesn't open any further than this. I believe if I just took the valve off, I get into it. But just getting a bit of silicone oil and then just spraying down into that port and then getting some more clean tissue like this and then just getting in there and cleaning it. This really helps with the movement of any of the parts on your mag, because, to be honest, if your mag is dirty or it has any sort of inefficiencies in it, it's not going to work properly. So you want to just clean that out. Now, there wasn't too much dirt there. There is a bit of brown, like excess gas of build-up. Even if you can even see any form of dirt on it, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. If you can see any form of dirt coming from the entry point of the gas, that is a huge amount of gas build-up, like of where the gas is spraying out, and it actually forms and goes hard, and that's actually where your gas inefficiency will come from. So I'm just going to quickly just glaze over my mag and then just clean it down. So I find that mag is pretty clean. We're going to set that aside. We're going to move on to the main gun. So guys, I think you've seen the parts and the different kind of pieces I'm going to be using. I'm just going to set them off camera and move in just a little bit closer so you can get the best look of what I'm doing. So this is my Elite Force 1911 tack, as I have said. So this is going to be more tailored to people with a 1911. But as I show you the parts, all gas blowback pistols function in the same kind of manner. So the parts I'm going to spray down and clean should be the exact same for you, no matter what pistol you have. So I'm just going to take the top slide off the bottom part of the gun. So for a 1911, you want to push the slide back till it meets the first groove. So I'm just going to do this now. Once you get in the first groove, you want to pop the pin out. And now the gun will now fall apart. I have the bottom piece and the top piece. So these are going to be in two different sections. You're going to have part 1 and part 2. You're going to put your second part down. We're going to start with the top rail. I'm going to clean out this part of the gun first. So never neglect any part of your gun. Everything needs to get its good bit clean out. This for just, you want to just give this a little spray, the top piece. So guys, even if the catch for the slide is dirty, you're going to have problems and your slide isn't going to rack properly and it's not going to catch. So every piece you're going to want to clean out. So guys, you can see on camera, I actually have the magazine set aside. That is a clean piece. I have tissue just here that has been finished with. So I'm just going to keep moving and just keep swapping a piece of tissue. And we're just going to keep cleaning it down. So guys, the steps and what you're going to want to do with any part. You're going to take one part. So guys, you want to spray down any part of the gun. Set down the silicone oil. Dry it. And then finish with it. And then you're going to move on to another part. So we're going to move on to, we're going to take apart every part of my gun here. So you're going to want to take the spring guide out and set that aside. That is one piece we're going to clean down in a minute. You're going to want to take down this part which comes out of the front of the barrel. Turn this piece of the front. Now sometimes takes me a while to get out, so I'll be back in 2 seconds when I get this out. So guys, my part just here is slightly broken. So I have to kind of just push that out. So you're going to set this part down the side as well. And you're going to take the main hop up and barrel out of your gun. So guys, you're going to have all your parts in front of you and you're going to take them one by one. So this doesn't really have much of a function, but we're just going to hold it in your hand. I'm just going to give it a quick little glaze over like this. I'm going to take some more tissue. I'm just going to clean that down. You want to clean down every part of the gun. Every part has a function. Just some parts work faster and more than other bits. But never neglect bits, because the more you neglect it, the better some parts get and the gunkier other bits get. So if I was not to clean this bit down and cleaned it down in my next bit, all the other bits of the gun would be working fine and this would be my problem. And I, to be honest, wouldn't go for this part first if there was a problem. Even this piece, this kind of just spins around the guns. We're going to just give this a quick little... Yeah, we're going to get that nice, just a little clean down. Also down the middle, that's where your barrel kind of slides in and out. So you're going to want to make sure that is much cleaner than any other part. You're going to just shove tissue down and then just run it in and out. We're going to keep pulling and pushing and pulling and pushing. So that part was actually quite dirty, so I'm quite glad I cleaned it. The spring guide, you're just going to want to just start at the beginning. You're going to miss a lot, so you don't want to do too much of that one. Just kind of try clean. So guys, you want to be careful at all times when you are doing stuff with your gun. When I was taking out this part from the front, when I told you I had to take it out, it's a bit hard. It actually caught my finger, so I have a plaster on. So you just want to be careful when you're taking the gun apart, because you actually can get your fingers caught in some of them. So as we've moved on from the spring, this is pretty clean for me, so we're going to set that down. And now the main part of the gun, you're just going to give this a quick little spray. Any moving parts, quick little glaze over. Yeah, so you're going to see, I think on majority of pistols, it's very hard to show you, but in there you can see that little gold piece. This is part of, functional part of the gun. You're going to give that a nice little clean down. Just going to shove down a bit of tissue. And then just give this a quick little just clean over. You may want to clean the main part of the barrel and then put the spring over. The spring will move quite freely when it's on that. It won't need to be cleaned itself. Just going to set that piece of tissue down. And that's probably the main top bit of all the internals bit of the main rail. So we're going to just get a bit more tissue, and I'm just going to clean down this part of the gun. So guys, make sure you have a good bit of tissue. I actually didn't have enough, so we're just going to have that as more tissue. This is probably actually, yeah, I wouldn't use that again, so we're just going to get a bit more tissue. Have that at the ready, and we're now going to clean down this part of the gun. So you're going to look and you're going to see this is, when you pull that back, that is the main part where the gas is going to be spitted out and it's going to fire against the BBs. So you're going to want to give a quick little spray just into that inner part. You're going to pull it back and give it a nice little clean down. You're going to hold it back and then just take any of the dirt off. This is one of the dirtiest bits of the gun you're going to find. You're going to give that a nice little clean down. As you can see, that is quite dirty. So you're going to just keep pulling it forward and then pushing it back. So this has actually gotten stuck in me. You're going to keep making sure everything is working. You're going to keep pulling, and when nothing is sticking, that should be just fine. So none of that is stuck. So we're going to move on to the other parts. So guys, you want to spray down the inside of the main gun, especially on the sides where the slide will rack, because you want that to be as efficient as possible. You want all those parts to move freely. So I'm just going to give this a quick little clean down. Get rid of all of the excess silicone oil and everything, and make sure it is very dry. Okay, I think that is pretty clean. So we have a very clean top rail. So we're going to add all the parts back in, and I'll get back to you then, guys. You're going to notice now that when I've cleaned the top part of this gun, it actually moves quite freely. This is where I got my finger caught there just 2 minutes ago. Now it actually works quite well, and I have no problems with it because there is no excess dirt or gunk build up. So all the parts on my gun will move freely now. So once you have the top rail all cleaned out and reassembled, you're going to want to move on to the bottom part. This has a lot more of the functions of your gun that you're going to want to clean out. A lot like the hammer and different parts that will get dirty, and you're going to need to clean from time to time. So guys, as I mentioned, you're going to want to go for the lower part of the rail now. Just this part. I'm going to give that a nice little clean down like this. On the inside of it, all along where the rail will run. You're going to want to also put a little bit of oil behind your hammer, just there. Give that a nice little blast. Your fire and safety, you're going to want to just give the smallest piece of gas just behind the safety, so that can move freely. And then also on your trigger, just to give that a nice little movement. And then you want to get a big piece of tissue, and you're going to want to clean all this down. So see now guys, a lot of dirt. And the good thing is, if you are seeing a lot of dirt on the tissue, that means you're doing a good job. You can actually see it's all on my hand because there's a lot, and I mean a lot of dirt. You're probably going to notice if you are cleaning it right and you're putting enough silicone oil on, the gas and the oil and different kind of lubricants inside the gun will actually start leaking out with the silicone. That is not a problem. That is actually all the excess stuff that is coming off your moving part. You want to get rid of that, because once that hits with the silicone, it's going to be drag all the dirt with it. Silicone is like a bleach for the gun. It's just going to rip all of the dirt off, and you want to get rid of all of that. You're just going to want to just keep pushing the part you're going. You're going to probably want to get something as well, and then just keep shoving the different parts of the tissue up your mag well, and then just make sure that it's getting hit from all different angles. What I like to do is, I like to move it right down to the bottom, catch it, so you want to just make sure it's all the way down till you can grab it. So I like to just get the bottom part and then just move with your finger all the way up to the top, and then push back down. Get it all, actually push it out of your gun like so. Once you allow the gun, you want to push it to the top and then just clean out. Make sure everything is clean. Make sure you've no excess gas. You're going to feel your gun is going to be probably quite slimy now. You want to just get a clean piece of tissue and then just clean down any of the excess gas that may be left. And I'd say that's pretty much it for just cleaning this part of the gun. So we're just going to put all this back together. You're just going to take your top slide it into place, get your body pin or the pin for the slide, push it in, and it should be all reconnected. So your gun should be a lot more smoother. All the parts should function a lot quicker and with a lot more ease. Before you probably cleaned your gun, you probably want to have a little look, have a feel, try to remember what it felt like before you actually cleaned it out, and then wrap the slide. You can see in my one, that slide is going right back and coming back into place. You wouldn't believe how much efficiency you'll get with your gas as well when you've cleaned the mag and the gun. You can see now that mag went in quite easily. Wrap the slide back. There's no BB since it's not going to hold. Everything, every part of the gun just flies or just moves around with such ease. So yeah, as I said, you'll notice there's going to be a lot of ease and all the parts in your gun should move quite easily. So I'm just going to go in and we're going to end this video, and yeah, let's go. So guys, this has been how you clean down your gas blowback pistol with silicone oil and tissue. You're going to want to do, as I said at the start of the video, you're going to want to do this every 2 weeks. Preferably every time you play games. So when you come home, you're going to want to, when you're putting all your stuff away, you're going to want to just take out the pistol and just even glaze over a little bit quicker than I did. I just wanted to take the time and clean down my pistol because I know I haven't done it in, I'd say, 3 or 2 weeks. Not too sure. It's been a while since I cleaned it down. But yeah, as I said, you're going to want to clean this down very often. So guys, this has been Corey from Dead Sick Airsoft, showing you how to clean down a gas blowback pistol. And I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you guys.
DedSec will give you the truth. Do what you will.